Happy time zones, sports fans. Welcome back to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball playoffs. With me in the booth to call this final game between the Seattle Garages and Hades Tigers is, of course, the one, the only, Mr. Dan Hahn. Dan Hahn, how the Hahn are you?
Good day, Joey. I'm very excited for this final game here. No matter what happens, this will be the last game in this series and this season. The entire season is boiled down to Garages and Betsy Trombone versus the Tigers and Mummy Melkin.
Right, you are, Dan. So happy to have you here, and so happy to have the chat here as well. Sorry, thank you for being patient during our very scary internet troubles, but we are back. Parkett says the chat. Everybody loosen up. Blaseball WSHU, your voice of the Charleston Shoe Thieves. Hello, welcome to the chat. So happy to have you here with us. We are 5 minutes from the last game of season number 12. Make sure you get your bets in. The last time you can earn money before tomorrow's election. Bonsai 77, right you are. Are you stealing my bit? Don't bite my bit.
Right you are, Joey.
Thank you. If you're in the booth, you can bite my bit. Cravicle trusts in Mummy. Let's go, Joey. Thank you. Commander Rod, hello. Voice of the Tokyo Lift. So happy to have you here as well. It's one heck of a party. And if you know anyone who's not here, get them in! It's the last game of the season. Let's celebrate the only way we know how, with bits in the chat, me yelling, and Dan calming everyone down.
You know, we got to stay focused. Someone has to keep things moving forward, and I'm happy to be just the individual to do so.
I do appreciate it. You are loved here on the Sports Hub. Before we start, anything you want to plug while we have a bucket full of chat?
A bucket full?
A
I wasn't prepared. How many bucketfuls of people can we fit into one bucket full of chat? I'm going to ask you this.
You're asking me, or are you asking the chat that? 7.
Yes.
The chat says 7. I would go with at least 3 buckets. 3 good-sized buckets, like good
Listen,
buckets.
every bucket of chat is a good-sized bucket because chat itself is good.
Right, you are.
I'll plug my Twitter again, twitter.com/Lido. Also, coming up on Monday, 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'll be casting games for the Core Mechanics.
Ooh, that's exciting.
No matter what series they have, no matter who they're playing, those 2 games will be the games we cast. I'll be nudging the captains for the Core Mechanics if they want to come on and talk at all, want to, give any previews for what their team's going to have to offer. That'll be on glamesh.tv/Dan.
Wow.
Just Dan, D-A-N.
Just Dan. Dan got Dan. Good job getting that handle. Love that.
If I could provide any wisdom, don't be a Chad, be a Dan.
Ooh, I love that. You know what, Dan? That's a comedy point. That's a strong comedy point. Clean one right there. Keep up the good work, Joey. Looking forward to your working with you. Thank you so much for being awesome. Thank you for the subscription with Prime. I saw another subscription from Blazeballer Better, having great Blaseball. We're having a great Blaseball. Thank you for your support. Again, all money that goes into the hub, we put right back in the hub, so we commission things like that song people keep saying is the song from the Home Depot commercial. It's not. It's different. That logo, commissioned. So Dan.Dan/Dan, right? You are at Blaseball WSHU. You get a comedy point.
That's not the link. Someone asked me to drop the link. That's my Google Docs link right there.
Dan.
It's just Dan. I'm serious. It's just Dan.
Yeah. Do not click Dan.Dan/Dan. We don't know where that goes.
I don't know where that goes. W Shoe, Dr. J there, being a kidder.
Being an old kidder.
Messing around a little bit there. We expect only the finest from Charleston and their shoe thief shenanigans.
Shenanigans, right? You are. Big old shenanigans there. Oh, boy, I'm excited. Oh, no, we have a hype train. Oh, no, an organic hype train. Yes, Dan? What's up, Dan?
I just want you to know this hype train.
There's a hype train. What does the hype train mean, Dan?
It means if you complete a Tier 5 hype train,
I
have to cast while Joey gets into his dinosaur onesie.
Boy, is it comfortable, but it's already heating up here, so it's gonna be a sweaty time. Boy, it's the hype is. What does the hype train do? It leads to bits and shenanigans. Kreller 917, Joey T and the organic hype trains. That sounds like a great band. Anyways, we are less than 80 seconds away from the start of a final game of season number 12 of Blaseball. We got Betsy Trombone on the mound for the Garages. Mumley Melcon on the mound for the Tigers. Tigers, 60% favorites in this game. Dan, in the last minute, who do you have?
I will continue to actively support the Garages, but the Garages not favored in this. I want to see the Garages win. I want to see the Garages get their first championship. Not to say that I don't like the Tigers. The Tigers are wonderful. However, I want to see the Garages get their first championship ever. This is going to be a tough fight, though. The Tigers have a really good shot of closing this out and getting their third.
Right, you are. So who do you have, Dan? Who do you have? 35 seconds.
I'm not even betting on this one. All of my bets over the last couple games have been absolutely wrong. So I'm just going to say I will root for the Garages. I have no idea who's going to win this.
Right, whose picks? Our picks, right, Emfring? I'm going to lock it in. Tigers know how to win, and they're going to win this one. Stare into the stripes, as the chat says. I love the mixing of chants. We're 10 seconds away. Dan, you have 10 seconds to lock in your pick. I know you're rooting for the Garages. You get a pick.
I'll say Garages, but I really am behind. Literally anyone can win this game. The entire season, all of season 12, is boiling down to this one game. And really, it is a coin flip with how closely matched these teams are. There is no Sun 2 or Black Hole shenanigans, by the way, on this one. So whoever does get, in fact, the most runs in is going to be the winning team.
Right, you are. Dan, we are hype train bound. We are game bound. Top of the first. Oliver, not a robot, will lead it off batting for the Garages. Mummy Melcon will be pitching for the Tigers. The Hades Tigers are the home team, so they will be batting second. Oliver, not a robot. A ground ball to Richmond Harrison for out number 1. Quack Enjoyable batting for the Garages now. Let's see some good luck, have fun, because we believe in sportsmanship as number 1 here on the Sports Hub. Thank you for all your support for the channel, and get this hype train rolling, baby.
I'm excited to see how well these first couple innings go, how these teams define this game and its parameters, how the mood is going to be, how the vibes are going to be going into this. Certainly, a lot is riding on both teams right now. There's so much pressure, so much stress, so much anxiety going into this that these teams are feeling it.
Right, you are. I'm feeling it right here in the booth, Dan. Malik Destiny up to bat with a runner on first. Will ground out to Ren Moore, and great play by the Tigers defense. And that will do it for the top of the first inning. Still scoreless. Betsy Trombone on the mound for the Garages. Richmond Harrison batting for the Hades Tigers.
Are you feeling that completed level 2 hype train?
I'm trying to ignore it, but it's just it's making all these flashes.
Or the level 3 hype train that's in process right now, Joey?
Choo-choo, baby, choo-choo. Paula Mason up to bat for the Tigers. 1 out, no one on base. Betsy Trombone, again, a 1-star pitcher. Baseline Betsy. Star Betsy, whatever, gives up a single there. The chat is much better at nicknames than I will ever be. Alden Cash Money now up to bat, who I believe is still red hot. There are spicy, and a threat there with a runner on. And Paula Mason will steal second base. Oh boy, Alden Cash Money, 1 out. Ball 2, 2-2 pitch coming from Trombone to Cash Money. Let's see what Alden does here. Alden will strike out, looking great. Pitch there by Trombone on the called strike, clipping the outside corner of the plate. Those are the kind of pitching you want. That's how you're gonna win this game if you're the Garages. Betsy Trombone has to pitch way above their current level here. And Paula Mason will steal third base. Some more crimes.
Good crimes. Those good crimes. Good crimes.
Good crimes. Good crimes. The best crimes are uncaught, Dan. Oh, Betsy Trombone pitching to Usurper Violet. 0-2 is the pitch, and another called strike. Betsy Trombone leading the band here, keeping the Garages in this game. We are tied at 0 through 1 full inning. Top of the second, Mummy Melcon on the mound for the Tigers. Summers Pony at bat. Garages Tigers tied at 0. Now, Dan, there is a flood warning in effect. What does flood mean, Dan?
What happens when it comes to flood warnings? There is a chance that every so often during the game, runners that are on base are going to get washed back to the dugouts watch back to their appropriate bullpens, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Or there is a possibility that we could lose a player into elsewhere.
Elsewhere. Right you are, Dan. Thank you for that great definition and statistic. We appreciate that. Top of the second, Oliver Mueller up to bat, facing the 2-0 pitch from Melcon, and they'll connect there, and they'll be sliding safe at first base. Great run there. I thought they were going to be thrown out, but Oliver Mueller will be on base. But then Duende will hit into a double play. Tigers defense stepping up big there. They say, hey, we saw you get an on base there. You shouldn't get an on base, but you did it. Very dangerous. Anytime you have a player on base for these teams, that's a great opportunity for that team to score, because scoring has been been hard during this whole finals between these two teams. So what does the defense do? That's great. Bam, bam. Second, first, quick play. Suddenly, it's bottom of the second. Betsy Trombone back on the mound.
Really great work on both sides so far. We're already in the bottom of the second. No one is allowing any kind of mistake to occur here. No one's allowing any kind of mistake to occur. They want to lock these offenses out, make it a game of inches to where the Tigers can put 1 or 2 runs up, hold that lead, and have it no problem. Garages are probably going to try and do the exact same thing.
Right you are, Dan. Zion Alicia Keys batting for the Tigers. 2 outs, no one on base, still no score. I would not be surprised if we have another tight game here, Dan.
Very, very tight. I think, again, this is going to be a game of only a 1 or 2 run difference is going to decide the victor.
Right you are. Inning 2 is now an outing. We're through 2 innings, and we are still scoreless. Garages, Tigers, 0. Mummy Melcon on the mound for the Tigers. Paula Turnup leading it off for the Seattle Garages.
Whew.
It's that
the first defense to make a couple slip-ups, we're going to know it right away. It's going to show on the scoreboard, because both of these offenses are capable of capitalizing at a moment's notice.
Right you are. Alden Cash Money with the throw to first for out number 1. Sparks Bean up to bat for the Garages. Again, the quiet story of this game has been that the defenses for both these teams have been absolutely stifling, making up for poor pitching, for a lot of contact with the bat. But none of those, a lot of those have not been resulted in any runs or on bases because of how great these defenses have been playing. So the reason why both these teams are here is the reason why we're in Game 5 and both of these teams have 2 wins. Oliver, not a robot, will hit a pop fly to Harrison, and that will do it for the top of the third. Bottom of the third, Betsy Trombone back on the mound. Randy Castillo batting for the Tigers.
There was a question in chat, who is Alicia Keys? Zion Alicia Keys is a player for the Tigers in their hitting lineup. They are second to last.
Right, you are. Thank you for that update, Dan. Oh,
yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take over here because you need to go do your thing.
Oh, yep, I know my blood oath. Chat, I'll be right back.
Alrighty, so while Joey is off getting the onesie on, congratulations for the level 5 hype train completion. You'll have a little taste of what I have to offer coming up Monday evening as I continue to cast here. And we'll be casting for the core mechanics at 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time. Look forward to that on my Glamesh page. You can also follow me on Twitter for more updates on that. Richmond Harris with a second base steal, and Paula Mason striking out swinging. Runner on second for the Tigers, possibly scoring position. Possible scoring position there. 1 run does in fact score as Alden Cash Money brings in a single hit. Richmond Harrison hits home. First run of the game for the Hades Tigers. The chat erupting in Cash Money calls. Cash it in. Alden Cash Money steals second base as Usurper Violet up to bat now. 1 strike, first strike looking from Betsy Trombone. Second strike is a strike swinging. Good to see Usurper Violet starting to get that bat out there, but a strikeout looking, and the side is retired. Bottom of the third is over and done with. Betsy Trombone only allows 1 Tigers run. That could have been a lot worse with that heavy hitting from Cash Money. Mummy Melcon up to pitch now for the Hades Tigers. Quick ground out to Paula Mason from Quack Enjoyable to retire the first hitter of the top of the fourth. Again, we are in flooding weather, so please keep in mind that you do not want to stray onto the bases unless you want to get swept away by those floodwaters. This is a very dangerous situation, and certainly the Blaseball gods and AILB is looking into how to fix the flooding problems. 2 strikes, 1 ball now for Mummy Melkin against Greer Griffin. Greer Griffin then striking out, swinging against Mummy Melkin. 2 outs now. Malik Destiny is up to bat, and I believe Joey has returned. Joey, you look spiffy.
Thank you very much. I looked exactly like I was before I left, in my mind. Tigers are on the board, 1-0. What happened, Dan?
Cash money.
Cash money.
Cash money.
Believe in cash. All in Cash Money also has their own song. Check out Blandcamp.com to go to the Seattle Garages discography of music. Check out All in Cash Money or any of the other songs featured there for other players and other bits around Blaseball. You might know the Garages from playing in this game, but also they're a band that released many, many albums.
My personal favorite song from them is Just a Guy.
Just a Guy, Jacob Payne celebrating off of the Away Games album. Love our friend Jacob Payne. He's just a guy, but he's our guy. Anyways, we are at the bottom of the 4th inning. Ren Morin gets a hit off of Betsy Trombone. On base for the Tigers, Zion Alicia Keys batting. 1 out, runner on. Tigers up 1-0 in this game that will decide the entire season. It all has boiled down to this. Dan, thank you for being here, and thank you, chat, for being here. What's your favorite song? Mine is Limiter Released. Great question. My favorite song is The Tug, also off of Away Games. And Randy Castillo.
We'll see what Castillo has to offer
well,
here.
He has an RBI. That's why I'm excited. It sends Alicia Keys home. Tigers up 2-0 over the Garages. 2 outs. Richmond Harrison up to bat with a runner on third base. Like I said, love The Tug. Again, that's a song that's so beautiful, over 5 minutes long of just art. It makes you want to stare off into the middle distance and just, weep without any emotions on your face, but in a good way. I'm not yelling
Lord.
enough. Oh.
That hit there.
Great hit there by Richmond Harrison. The single will send Castillo home. Another RBI. Tigers up 3-0 over the Garages. Betsy Trombone. Insert sad trombone music here. Might be the difference between the Garages' victory and defeat.
This is rough. This is so rough right now for the Garages. Their offense needs to come alive in these next few innings.
Right, you are. Harrison will steal second base, pouring salt into those wounds. With that steal, let's see if Paula Mason can make some more stuff happen. Nope. Pop fly to Sparks Beans will end the inning, but not before the Tigers take a 3-0 lead over the Seattle Garages.
Even just a 3-run lead in this game, Joey, you've seen that offenses have struggled in this series, especially the Garages. So even a 3-run lead, that's a big hill to climb. That's going to be a big hill to climb over the course of this game.
Right, you are. Anything's possible in Blaseball. Runs could happen like a deluge of fresh in materia here. So don't count the Garages out. There's a reason why they're here. This is the reason why they're in Game 5 of the finals. But like you said, Dan, both these teams, just what great defenses. And a lot of these scores should be a lot higher, but because of the great fielding by both teams, is the reason why we're only at 0-3 runs in this game.
Absolutely, Joey. We are also keeping an eye out on the flooding situation here. Certainly, the skies could open at any point. Deluge could happen. Please stay off the field for everyone's safety. We don't want any civilians getting swept up in the floodwaters.
Right, you are. Apparently, canonically, I lost my cousin, Spacklety Badger, in one of those floodings. Marissa told me that earlier on a cast.
Speckled badgers are so cute.
They're so cute. Oh,
they're so cute.
Top of the 5th, Theodore Duende will strike out looking on the pitch from Melcon. Melcon pitching a shutout game so far. Betsy Trombone back up on the mound. Garage is down by 3 through 4 innings. 4.5 innings. Alden Cash Money up to bat. A double there. Another on base for the Tigers, setting up Usurper Violet, who is now at bat with no outs and a runner on second. Tigers up by 3. You're listening to 90 Infinity 5, the Sports Hub. My name is Joey T. Badger, your voice of the Blaseball playoffs, and Super Violet gets a hit, sends Cash Money home. Cha-ching, cash in another RBI. Tigers 4, Garages 0 in this Game 5 of the finals.
Crowds are erupting with cries of cash and money.
Right, they're literally throwing money onto the field. You should be throwing plums onto the field as well with that money because plums, a double there. Super Violet will score on the RBI. Tigers a full jazz hand up on the Garages.
Tigers are opening this up right now against the Garages, really enforcing their lead in this game. It's going to be difficult for the Garages to respond to this.
Right, you are. Maybe, if you had pitching machine in this game, I would believe Betsy Trombone there on the mound, absolutely shaking up, just letting hit after hit after hit get by them. Ren Morin, speaking of hits, gets another hit. Runners on first and third. Dan, there's no outs. And Cylon Alicia Keys is now up to bat.
This is a very dangerous time for the Garages. The Garages could be put away this inning.
Right, you are. Alicia Keys strikes out looking. Great pitch by Trombone there for the first out of the inning. But runners still on first and third. Randy Castillo up to bat for Hades.
Oh, this is dangerous. Randy Castillo has done so much damage to the Garages this series.
Right, you are a four-star batter. So they have a good chance here to make this game wide open. Ren Morin will be out at second base on the fielder's choice. Camarlo Plums will score on the sacrifice. Good job there by Castillo. Tigers up 6-0 over the Seattle Garages. Richmond Harrison up the bat, runner on first, 2 outs.
Joey, how? I don't see a way for the Garages to properly respond to this unless they can absolutely crack open the Tigers defense that has been rock solid so far.
Right, you are. Richmond Harrison is my best friend. Reply if they're also your best friend as well. Harrison will steal second base. Runners on second and third. Paula Mason up to bat. 2 outs. Tigers up 6-0 over the Garages. Strike looking there. Mason hits it foul to stay alive. 0-2 pitch coming again from Trombone to Mason. And Mason will strike out looking, but not before your Hades Tigers go up 6-0 over the Seattle Garages. Wow, Dan, we're watching history unfold here. This story starting to come to a close now. We're 4.5 innings in, halfway through this ball game. Not looking good for the Seattle Garages.
Honestly, the big storyline that goes through this season, has been the Tigers clawing and scraping for every win possible, trying their best to assert their dominance after a long siesta, and coming back to say, no, we deserve that third championship.
Right, you are. It's been the monkey on their back for a number of seasons now, winning earlier in the seasons here at Blaseball, but Tigers playing this season like champions, playing this playoff like champions here, struggling a little bit against a very good Garages defense. Is the reason why we're in Game 5 here, because both teams, a lot of upsets, Dan. It's been an up and down series. I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah, they're finally going to get their third win. As far as we understand, an ascension isn't going to occur, correct, Joey?
That is correct. According to the rules and according to the creators of Blaseball, the game ban, they pointed out that ascension has been crossed off in the Forbidden Book. So those are the book of rules, and that, we don't know what's going to happen. Again, crabs who were ascended in season number 10, they're back. Apparently all the other new teams, the Worms, the Georgians, and the Core, the core mechanics. Speaking of cash money, cha-ching, cha-ching, someone's showing off, bling, bling. All in cash money, another solo home run extends the Tigers' lead, 7-0. Tigers have the Garages by the throats here, Dan.
Once again, the crowd is just tossing out huge handfuls of money out onto the field. It's becoming a hazard. Hopefully the floodwaters will wash them away before the end of the game. Please be careful. Yeah,
just wads of cash, just throwing buckets of coins, bundles of bills, people writing checks and making them in little paper airplanes and throwing them out to the field. It's madness, Dan.
That's cute.
It's very cute. It's very cute. I love that. Oh, and I think I see someone doing origami and throwing those onto the field. That's very nice. Ren Morin batting, runner on first, 1 out. This inning's not over for the Tigers. Betsy Trombone, not doing good for their team here, not rising to the occasion and sounding the band of a slow funeral dirge to the end of this Garages season.
So right now we're in the bottom of the 6th, about to close out the bottom of the 6th. There's only 3 more innings for the Garages to get at least 7 runs before the season is done, and it is called in favor of the Tigers.
Right, you are, Dan. Zion and Alicia Keys up to bat, 2 outs, runner on first. Tigers up 7-0 over the Garages. Alicia Keys strikes out swinging at the pitch from Trombone, and that will do it for the 6th inning. We're 2/3 of the way through this ball game, Dan, the last game of the season, and Tigers absolutely not letting up here against the Garages. They're not looking back. They had their eyes set on their 3rd championship.
This could quickly become the story of the Tigers finally getting that third championship, like we were talking about. They've hunted it since season 4. Season 3 and season 4 was when they got their first 2 championships, and they have been dry since then of championship victories. So certainly they've been hungry for it. Those Tigers have been hungry for it for a long time.
Right, you are. Last season, season number 11, they were in the Wild League Championship against the ultimate winners, the Hellmouth Sunbeams. Again, Tiger Beams, that went on to like 7 games. That was a lot. Malik Destiny.
That was a ton.
That was a ton. I loved it. Malik Destiny gets a triple there in scoring position. Garage is going to make something happen. Let's see if Summers Pony can be that person to make it happen.
Certainly, last season the Tigers running into that all-star Lars wall. Unfortunately,
right, you are. Summers Pony.
Certainly an amazing story, though.
With the double, finally get the Garages on the board. Malik Destiny will score on Summers Pony's double. Garages 1, Tigers 7. Still down by 6. Still a ball game, Dan. Just not a close one. Mueller will ground out to Randy Castillo. Finally, Garages are on the board, but is it too late? Probably.
I don't know. It's not outside the realm of possibility that the Garages go on a massive streak and get 5 to 6 runs all in one inning. But unfortunately, that's what has to happen in order for them to achieve victory here. They have to have a numerically improbable scenario occur for them to win.
Right, you are. Dan Schlarge is from the chat. Right, you are. Tigers fan. Of course, we are in Hades right now. The Tigers are the home team. Harrison grounds out to Paul to turn up for route number 2. Also, to add some more complexity to your equation, Dan, on a way for the Garages to win, Betsy Trombone can't give up any more runs to the Tigers.
I mean, maybe Betsy Trombone solidifies a little bit here, holds the defensive line, gives the Garages offense a couple opportunities to light it up. That the fact of the matter is that is on the low end of probability.
Right, you are. Betsy Trombone will close out this inning without any more runs. So inning 7 is now an outing. Top of the 8th inning, Garages just have 6 more outs to make up their 6-run deficit. Mummy Malcon only laying up 1 run in this game so far. On the mound for the Hades Tigers, Theodore DeWinde batting for the Garages. Got to make something happen here, Dan.
They absolutely do need to make something happen here. The fact of the matter is that the Garages are running out of time and running out of outs.
Right, you are. And what the Tigers have on their side, again, a very smothering defense, as you saw right there, the fielding by Paula Mason, preventing that on base from the hit. So Paula turn up to bat, 1 out, no one on, and that's a problem here. You need to get those on bases, and in short supply for both teams here. And another ground out, that's out number 2, only 4 points out left between Tigers and their destiny. Spark Beans, a quick pop fly to Ren Morin. Uh-oh, Dan. Uh-oh, chat, it's happening. Betsy Trombone on the mound for the Garages. All in cash money, the dagger that has been in the Garages back this season, or this series. Up to bat, hits a foul for strike 2. 0-2 pitch coming from Trombone, and Cash Money will strike out looking there. But still, Tigers up by 6 runs. Usurper Violet batting for Hades. 1 out, no one on, hits a foul for strike number 1.
That's pretty impressive that Betsy Trombone was able to get Alden Cash Money out. Alden Cash Money completed their spicy buff, and they're now red hot, which means their batting is greatly increased for the rest of the game.
Right, you are, Dan. Usurper Violet facing the full count pitch from Trombone. will strike out swinging. Where are those strikes earlier, Betsy Trombone? 2 outs. Carmelo Plums up to bat. No one on base. 2 outs. Tigers up by 6. Their destiny's almost sealed. Carmelo Plums grounds out the Quack Enjoyable. And here we are, folks.
Last 3.
Top of the 9th.
Outs.
Mummy Malcon will take the mound for the Tigers. All that stands within the way of the Tigers getting their 3rd championship is Mummy Malcon closing out this inning. Oliver Not a Robot, first to bat for the Garages. First pitch, ball 1.
And certainly, even if the Garage's offense opens it up here a little bit, the Tigers have breathing room. It's 7-1. As long as it's only 5 runs that the Garages score, if the Garages score any runs here, the Tigers are still safe. They still win the game.
Right, you are. And there's out number 1, Oliver Not a Robot. Another great fielding prowess by the Tigers there. Quack Enjoyable up the bat. First pitch hit foul for strike number 1. 0-1 pitch coming from Malcon to Enjoyable. And there's ball number 1. 1 out, no one on base. Garages down by 6. Top of the 9th. Need to make something happen here, Dan, or we will be crowning a champion.
Oh, buddy.
On the 1-2 pitch from Malcon. Quack Enjoyable. Oh, honk honk indeed. Quack Enjoyable hits it out of park for a solo home run. Garages 2. Tigers 7. Greer Griffin up the bat. 1 out, no one on. Garages down by 5. Strike 1 swinging there.
As a reminder, everyone, there is no shame watch here. Shame is only if you overcome a deficit in the bottom of the 9th or whatever the last inning is.
Right, you are, Dan. Malik Destiny up to bat, runner on first, 1 out, down by 5. Ball 1 on the pitch thrown by Mummy Malcon. 1-1 pitch coming to Destiny, and that's a strike looking, called strike. 1-2 pitch coming. And Griffin thrown out at second base. Malik Destiny will contact with it, but runner will be thrown out at second. Runner safe on first. 2 outs, just 1 more outs between the Garages losing to the Tigers, and the Tigers winning their 3rd championship. Summers Pony up the bat, hits it foul for strike number 1. And there's ball number 1. 1-1 pitch coming from Melcon to Pony. 2 outs, runner on first. And Pony will ground it to Paula Mason.
Ooh.
They'll throw it to first. 4 out, number 3, and that will be it, folks. You have a new champion. It's the Hades Tigers, your champions of season number 12. Congratulations, Hades, on your 3rd championship. Wow. Don't look back, look forward to that. They are looking down and smiling on that one, Dan.
Congratulations to the Hades Tigers. A hard-fought victory. Certainly season 12 will end up being the story of how the Hades Tigers scratched and clawed after a long and difficult siesta to bring the 3rd championship to Hades.
Right, you are, Dan. Thank you for being here to help call it. Chat, thank you for being here to help witness it and to play along in the chat. Don't look back. My goodness, that is amazing. What a story. Again, Tigers going 74 wins in the season with a final record of 72-27. Dominant. So
that is impressive.
They played like champions the entire season, Dan, and they won this like champions in Game 5 against Seattle. Wow.
Yep. Big time.
Whew. Maybe we'll get in some sort of notification from management. Not sure here, but we'll just take a moment and enjoy what we just saw. Hades Tigers, again, a lot of the other games previously were swaps. The underdogs won. You had pitching machine absolutely getting demolished on the field. You had Lenny Marijuana pitching a game okay enough to lead their team to victory. That's good Blaseball, Dan. That's great Blaseball.
That was really impressive work, and certainly looking at the stats themselves, even just the win-loss records and the wins, Hades and Tigers were heads and tails above pretty much every other team in the ILB by at least 15 wins. They dominated the season.
Right, you are, Dan. Toe Square to not feeling well in the chat. Sorry. At least
that's okay, buddy.
Yeah, it's something you'd be proud of as a Seattle fan. They took it to Game 5 against these Hades Tigers. They're a plucky, scrappy team, and I would not be surprised if they're in the mix for next year as well. Yeah, Blaseball WSHU. Tillman even had a postseason win. One of our best pitchers went 0-3. Anything's possible in Blaseball, especially the playoffs. That's why Blaseball playoffs, there's nothing like it.
Hey, Joey.
Yeah, what's up?
Why did the Hades Tigers fail the driver's test?
Oh, why is that, Dan?
They never used the rear view mirror. Never look back.
I'm giving Toast a comedy point for that one.
That's pretty good. I like that.
That was a good one. That was good. That was good. That was great. That was great.
Thank you, Toast.
Thank you, Toast. Oof. -9 says Kilo Zombie. Blaseball stats. What's this on Twitter?
Let me look.
1 Tiger,
Ooh.
3 titles. The Haiti Tigers are your new ILB champions as a post and Blaseball commissioner. Thank you for watching Internet Blaseball, brought to you by Space Warlord Oregon, Trading Simulator, Election Day. Yeah, don't forget about Election Day, folks. That is coming up Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard is when that reveal will be happening, I believe. Make sure you
now, Joey,
get your votes in.
What are your plans for tomorrow with BNN Sunday?
Well, you're talking about Blaseball News Network Sunday show, Blaseball Sunday with a cup of Joe, E.T. Badger. By goodness, I'm going to be hosting it with 3 of my good friends. And we're going to talk about the election. We're going to TPM what the schedule says. Oh, thank you, chat. Great. So we'll be reacting to that as well as recapping this heck of a season. Blaseball's been away for so long. We're so happy Blaseball is finally back. And what a way to end a great season, Dan.
It was. This was a wonderful way to open things up after the incredibly long siesta. I'm excited to see what the new teams have to offer in addition to what happens with this election and seeing all the different changes that are going to come about through the election, through wills, through everything that's going on mechanics wise. I'm looking forward to see what the Ohio Worms and the core mechanics are going to have to offer. Both teams are new, and I'm certainly interested in what they're going to have going on. Again, Monday, I'll be casting some core mechanics games, 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern time. Hope everyone joins me for that. That'll be a lot of fun.
Where can they find you to do that, Dan?
They can go over to glamesh.tv/Dan.
Ooh,
glamesh.tv/Dan.
Love that. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see these new teams in action, or old teams. I don't know what the lore is on them, because apparently they won championships already. And Haiti Tigers will join them in the echelon of teams to win 3 championships in a row. So congratulations again, Hades Tigers. You definitely earned this one, and you should celebrate this one at least for a day. So take tomorrow off. You sure did earn it. But congratulations. We are now all in party time to celebrate this victory. Anyways, I put my Discord in the chat for the Sports Hub. Happy to have you there and our family to continue the talk, celebrate this win between the Hades Tigers, and also celebrate a really great job by the Seattle Garages. And I think that's not being said enough here, that Seattle Garages gave them a run for their Alden cash money.
Oh.
That was pretty terrible. Party time, baby. Folks,
I give you 0 out of 10 stars.
Thank you so much. Anyways, chat, thank you for tuning in and being allowing us to be the voice of the Blaseball playoffs. So we'll continue to cast tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. We'll be covering the season as a recap show in our talk show format. We also have other shows all nights of the week. Thank you for all the gifts. Really appreciate all the subs. Really appreciate that. Joey, can you remind people about the ETR survey? Is it ETR survey?
Eat the Rich.
Yes, but there's a survey about it?
No idea.
Yeah, Cuddle Fishman, if you know what that survey is, let us know. Also, spend your money on votes, because the rich will be eaten. So the top 1% of the folks with the money in Blaseball will be eaten and distributed to the rest of the league.
Oh, apparently Sibber has it out.
Oh, Sibber, thank you. If you have a link, please share that in the chat. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for all your love and support. It's really appreciated here on the Sports Sub. Again, any money that we get in here, we reinvest into the program. So thank you for making this party that much more fun. Thank you for the nice words as well. Dan, thank you for being here. Chat, you're amazing. We'll see you next time. Make sure you like and follow so you get notified of when we go live, because, boy, we do a lot of Blaseball content here. And with that, I'm happy to say Commissioner's doing a great job, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.